Welcome back to the rest of the story. I hope everybody's staying in trouble. Well, some things have been going on here. We really haven't been discussing them. Well, it's largely just the concrete pad that we have poured for this new bin. Ryan has covered a bunch of this on his channel, I believe. Well, I guess it's not perfect for some people out there. This is how that pad of concrete was poured. It was poured the exact same way as this one. People were a little upset because we used gravel as a sort of filler for part of the center of the bin. The outside 2 to 3 feet, I believe it was, is solid concrete clear down to the ground. So from the edge all the way, that was probably somewhere in here, is solid concrete. And then from here to the center, all the way around, we went through and we leveled it off at 6 inches below the top of the concrete. So from any point in the center of this bin, there is at least 6 inches of concrete because we leveled off all that gravel. We actually had a little bit too much gravel in it when we came to level it all out and make sure it was up to spec. I mean, we do have the Kister 2018 etched in it. My 8 was a little crooked, but this bin should be up and running by harvest. Concrete is really not something I've ever really been involved in growing up. There was a crew that came in and poured that one, and this one was a lot more hands-on from us. I mean, don't get me wrong, we were there to help them for that, but they had, what, 8 guys show up, and they really didn't need our help. So for this, from setting the forms to getting them all leveled out, to the gravel, to pouring it, that was the 2 guys that are putting this bin up. It is a father and son team. It's John Knapp. I don't know if he really wants me to broadcast that out to the world, but he sells and puts up soak-up bins. Really easy guys to get along with. Don't have any issues with them. I mean, basically, it's not that hard to get along around here. I should make that pretty clear. And now the sun's in my eyes, but really, to get along around here, you just have to have a little bit of a personality and be able to carry a conversation. I mean, I can be come across as kind of stern, I guess, but for the most part, we're pretty easygoing. And that's where getting along with those guys was really easy too, because they were fairly talkative. So this is going to sit and cure for 3 weeks, give or take. I believe I'm going ziplining here for a couple days at the end of the month, and we're trying to get it set up that all 3 of us are going to be able to be here, because between Dad working, yes, Dad does work off the farm, it's literally, I don't take vacations. I hate leaving more than 20-30 miles away from the farm. I know I'm a homeboy. I don't want, really not that big at seeing the world, but I do have some places I'd like to see, and I'm working on it. But Ryan, he's actually obligated to go to a wedding, and then there's a machinery show I believe he's aiming to go to. So we're trying to make it so all 3 of us are here to help put up the bin, because the guy that's putting it up, John, says that give or take we're looking at about 2 days to put this bin in from start to finish. A little bit of a thing that might be a problem, as long as we can get the electrician here on time, because when we go to put the bin up, the roof goes in first, and then the first outside ring, and then as we're getting the jacks set up to raise the bin up, he's planning on having the electrician here, and it's going to be able to wire everything up while it's still fairly low to the ground. It's not going to be quite so bad to run power to it, run the electrical, because we do not have a stirrator in it in this bin. I made that pretty clear. Stirrators are a pain in the butt. Continuous flow dryer would be nice, but I don't know. Everything costs money, and with the way the prices are going right now, you gotta pick and choose where your money's gonna go. Anybody that's wondering that hasn't seen on Ryan's channel, or if he hasn't addressed it, we just did a random block of concrete. That does have a purpose, you know. We actually are going to be able to move that with the Bobcat, and we're going to set it down where we need it to be for the blower, because this bin is going to still have an air fan on it. It's not, I think we're doing heat too, so it's going to have air and heat, but it's just not going to have the stirrator on it. The plans are, I know it's kind of appalling to some that we're going to do it, but this bin is going to be used to dry the corn for the most part, because it does have those dreaded stirrators on them. And we are going to pull it out of the grain bin right there with the truck unloading auger, and we're going to set an auger up and run it into this bin dried down. Even if it's not 100% dried down to where we would like it to be, the plan is, because this bin's going to have the air on it, we'll be able to dry it down another point or two, need be. I mean, because we do have a bin, 2 bins, that we do exactly that. It doesn't have a stirrator, but we just run air on it. Going into winter, it kind of cools down and dries it out. So it works. The goal is, we're kind of eyeing it up, how we can set up that grain auger over there and do a continuous flow out of this bin into the bin that that'll be standing where I'm currently at. So we're probably going to do some figuring to see if we can make it work. I'm sure we probably could. It kind of boils down to, as far as the height going from bin to bin, and just trying to get everything lined up. I bet if we put a little bit of effort into it, we can probably get something to work. So, well, that's all I got for this concrete update video. You guys are probably gonna have a little bit of a dry spell for the concrete, or the bin videos here, for probably another 2-3 weeks. As far as things going on around here, bugs are just nasty. We did get a bunch of rain last night, but as far as things going on around here, third crop is coming. It's a little ways off yet. Fencing, I have some fences down at my place that I want to work on. I have a lot of like small projects down at my place I'm trying to work on. We have a fence out at my brother's place that is tore out that we have to put back in. And I think he bit me. That's better. As far as, I didn't even talk to you guys about the bottle calves. I'm going to buy bottle calves here sometime this week again, but they're not mine. They are my dad's, but I am involved in taking care of them, so we will discuss them. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to shut this camera off and then go do my video on what's the differences between these cement silos and these blue harvesters, because people are being very kind in asking when I'm going to get them posted. I mean, I'm a man of my word. I did say I was going to do a video on it, so I think we're going to go do one right now. So until tomorrow, how about you guys look forward to tomorrow's video of the differences between the 2 harvesters, or the 2 silos. So until tomorrow night, take care, take it easy. I'll talk to you then. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.